knows where I would be if you hadn't found me sitting all alone in the dark.
Lewis Clark,
Adventures of the
Expedition. Woo! BFFs forever. September 25th. Last night we had 5 Indians stay with us and we gave them some food. Lewis gave them a speech and awarded them some medals. To celebrate that speech, we invited them onto the boat to drink whiskey with us. They got very drunk, and after they were drunk, they tried to fight us. When they were trying to fight us, we tried to fight back, and when we tried to fight back, they got afraid and decided to stop. We kicked them off the boat and we stayed on shore to protect the cooks and the guards. We called this Bad-Humored Island. September 26th. We set out early in the morning and the riverbank was lined with Indians so they could see the boat. They were covered in grease and wore feathers on their heads. Captain Lewis went off the shore to talk to the Indians about how nice they were, and they invited us to stay to watch them dance. And later on we smoked. While watching them dance, they had a fire and we cooked dog for dinner. September 27th. Once again, the bank was lined with Indians and they told us to stay another day because their whole nation wasn't there and they wanted to see the boat. We said yes, so we danced and smoked once again. Later that night, my poor driving caused the anchor of the boat to break and the Indians tried to help us, but it didn't fully work. So that night, we had to sleep under a fallen bank. September 28th. We tried to fix the anchor, but it didn't work. We had a chief demand tobacco from us, and after giving him a good reasoning for no, we finally gave in because he just wouldn't stop asking. We left the third chief on the boat, and there was a man driving very fast on the river. We found out he was son of the third chief, and he told us that we needed to talk to his tribe about being nice, and if they weren't, then that he was ready for war. September 29th. There were 2 chiefs and 2 men who wanted us to take them across the river. We said no, and they got a little angry, so they walked along with us. We found a lot of elk at the mouth of the river. Also at the mouth of the river, there was a man who wanted us to take him across the river, so we did. September 30th. We didn't get far along the river before they realized there was an Indian coming after us. At the bank of the river, there was a group of Indians, and they wanted us to eat and stay with them, and we drank a lot of whiskey. Later that evening, I turned my boat super fast, which scared the chief, and he hid himself. We forced him off the boat because he got too scared.
October 24th, 1804. The expedition finally reached Mandan and Hidatsu, the villages. Lewis and Clark decided to build their second winter fort across from the villages. October 30th, 1804. Lewis and Clark set out to an island to find a place to stay for the winter and ran into many Indian chiefs. They smoked, and after shooting their guns in the air, they departed. October 31st, 1804, the Mandan chief invited Lewis and Clark to their lodge and gave them 12 bushels of corn. They smoked together and made talk of peace. Lewis was given a handsome robe. November 1st, 1804. Chiefs from a lower village decided that they would like to make peace with a higher village, so Lewis and Clark sent men to make peace with that village. November 2nd, 1804. Lewis and Clark fixed on a place to build their fort and named it at Fort Mandan after their neighbors. Lewis left and returned again with 11 more bushels of corn. November 3rd, 1804. Today we started working on the cabins for the fort, and we sent 6 hunters out into the field to hunt.
Yeah, you got the big... That's on the video. Okay, there's a rock here. Don't slip on it.
So we were just walking, and we found this roller skate in the tree. It looks pretty ancient.
Alice, is this yours?
Yeah, they've got some nice rust down there.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Maybe we
I'm
should
gonna
ride
use
it.
that to go home.
Yeah, that's how we're gonna get home. It's our ride.